Welcome to Kentucky Hidden Wonders. I'm Jeanette Marson.
And I'm Mason Warren.
Together, we're uncovering the secrets, stories, and hidden gems of Shelby County, Kentucky.
From unforgettable places to off-the-beaten-path adventures, join us as we explore Kentucky treasures and Shelby County's best-kept secrets. Our guest today is Gabriella Gallrein of Gallrein Farms. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Mason. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, no, Gallrein Farms is a huge part of Shelby County's tourism ecosystem, and so we're glad to have you on to speak about the farm. So for people who may not be familiar, can you just kind of give a brief overview of what is Gallrein Farms, what's its history, things like that?
Absolutely. So Gallrein Farms started back in the late 70s, I believe. Late 60s, early 70s, I would say. And they were originally farming down in Louisville on Cane Run Road, and eminent domain took over. So that land was no longer viable or available for farming. So Bill Sr., or Pawpaw as we call him, moved the farm down here to Shelbyville in Kentucky. So, it was a big move for them, a disappointing move, but it has turned out to be such a blessing. They were dairy farmers when they moved to Shelbyville, and they did the government buyout in the 80s. And Bill Jr. and Randy Gallrein, my in-laws, they started the Gallrein Farms you know and love today, with a small farm market and transitioned to greenhouses and agriculture and agritourism and all things farming. So it's really come full circle. We open in mid-April with our greenhouses full of annuals and perennials and tropical flowers and tomato plants for your garden. There's so much beautiful things to see in the greenhouses. It's really fun. And then we transition in May to You Pick Strawberries, which is always a fan favorite. Everyone loves strawberries.
Yeah.
And getting to have that experience out in the fields is really special. And then the most important, I would say, in terms of produce is in the summer with our sweet corn, our famous sweet corn everyone loves.
You're famous for that.
Oh, yes, our famous peaches and cream sweet corn. Mm-hmm. And then we have a bunch of other homegrown fresh produce as well. Squash, zucchini, tomatoes are really popular as well. Green beans, tenderettes, all that good stuff. And we also have our cafe year-round and our jarred goods and home goods that you're able to purchase. And then the fall is the most insane time of year, as everyone knows. And that is our fall festival and our sunflower and corn festival. Hayrides to the pumpkin patch, corn maze, all those good things, all those good memories.
Gotcha. So I have no green thumb, and so I admire anyone who can grow anything. And you almost have a huge team working on getting all of that together. And so kudos to you all for,
thank you,
getting everything put together. So, and you all just wrapped up the Sunflower and Corn Festival, right? Can you talk a little bit about how that came to be?
Yeah. So again, our corn is very popular, and we wanted to provide people an opportunity to experience the corn, and to get people out to the farm to enjoy some family fun, to get outside, walk around, enjoy the land as much as we do. And so Bill and Randy had an amazing idea to start planting sunflowers for people to come and pick and take pictures and enjoy. And so that's really how that started, just another way to get people out to the farm, to experience Shelbyville, to experience Kentucky. And that was a really fun, unique way to get people out there. We get so many compliments all the time about, I've never done this, or this is such a great idea. We just love coming out here to pick sunflowers. They're so beautiful. So that's really exciting to hear. And we love to have people out. And, sometimes people are from Shelbyville and they stumble upon us by chance, or they'll see one of our social media posts and it's their first time coming out to the farm, and it gives them a good chance to see what we're all about.
Gotcha. You all have a huge social media following, and an influencer that we've worked with here at the tourism office, it's based in Indianapolis, posted her Louisville area roundup of fall activities, and Gallrein Farms was included. And so it's always nice to kind of see reaching beyond just Shelby County,
Absolutely.
Getting out and getting word out to other states even. And so it's anytime we can get people into the community, that's a win for us. And so can you talk a little bit about your big fall festival? I know you have cars parked for as far as the eye can see, but talk a little bit about what the fall festival entails and what's included, and how families can participate in that.
Absolutely. So the fall festival started September 13th and runs through October 31st. We have all kinds of fun activities for the family to enjoy, from hayrides to the pumpkin patch. We have a haunted house, jump pillows, a corn maze, a barrel train, a carousel, slides, you name it. Our apple cider donuts are extremely popular as well, so don't forget to grab some of those. But the Fall Festival is definitely our busiest time of year. Saturdays and Sundays it'll run. And then starting in October, we'll have some activities during the week as well. While there's not as many activities just due to, kids that usually work for us are in school, things like that. It's not as busy during the week. The weekends do get pretty crazy. But there's a lot of opportunity for you to come out and enjoy the farm, whether it be on Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday. We have a lot of options for you to come out. Gotcha. But Saturday and Sunday are definitely our busiest, and all of the activities are available for you then. Saturdays we're open 10 to 6, and the activities run on Sunday from 12 to 5. And then, like I said, in October, starting on Fridays, we'll have activities from 10 to 6, and Mondays through Thursdays, 1 to 5 p.m. So a lot of opportunities to come out and enjoy yourself. So.
A lot of fun on the farm.
Absolutely.
So, changing gears just a little bit, can you talk about just kind of the farm itself? How many acres, what's the size of the farm? What's the scope of the farm? Things like that for people who might be interested in that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we farm about 1,200 acres of land, which is a lot.
Yeah.
A lot to keep up with, but it's beautiful land, and we're so thankful and so blessed. We do a lot of commercial and wholesale produce and soybeans, things like that, and then field corn, sweet corn that we also sell in the market. As we've talked about, the peaches and cream is our most popular. So we have a lot of acres of that, and tomatoes and all green beans and all of the delicious produce we love. But 1,200 acres, and we do a lot of retail as well. You'll come find produce in our market throughout the summer and somewhat into the fall. Okay. And now we'll start transitioning into zucchini squash and spaghetti squash, all those fun fall squashes.
Yeah. So if someone can't make it to the farm, can they find Gallrein Farms produce elsewhere, like at other farmers markets in the area or things like that? Or is it just on the Vigo Road property?
No, so we are at a few different farmers markets throughout the year, and based on the help that we're able to get someone out to the farmers market is when you'll see us. We do work with a lot of restaurants, some in Louisville, some locally. We have a lot of people that'll come pick up some of our corn and incorporate it into their menus and sell some of the corn there. So that's really exciting to see.
And it is Kentucky. So do you work with any bourbon distilleries? Is there Gallrein Farms corn and any Kentucky bourbon?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't believe so, but that would be a great collaboration.
Never say never.
Never say never. Absolutely.
2 distilleries in Shelby County. So I'm sure both of them would be,
thrilled.
It would be an interesting partnership to see
would.
That come together. So you said, the Gallreins are your in-laws. So how did you, I guess, married into the family? Can you talk about how you came to be here in Shelby County and part of the Gallrein Farms family, literally and figuratively?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am married to Justin Gallrein, who is obviously the son of Randy and Bill, the masterminds and I don't know how to say it in a way that does them justice, the creators of Gallrein Farms as it is today.
Gotcha.
So I met Justin in the Navy. We were both naval aviators, and we met flying, and we were in the same squadron for a little bit, and that's how we came to know each other. Our relationship obviously developed, and we ended up getting married. And once we were both out of the Navy and no longer active duty, we decided to move back to his hometown here in Shelbyville. We knew we wanted to give back to the farm and work on the farm and keep the family business going. So here we are.
Yeah, well, fantastic, and we're glad you're here. So one of the things that I won't say it gets overlooked, but a fantastic thing about Gallrein Farms that we've not talked about yet is the cafe there in the market. So how did that? Because that's not always been there. I remember when I was a kid, there was not the cafe there. So how did that idea come to be? And how did that? What's that been like?
Yeah, so the cafe has grown exponentially even since I've come back to Shelbyville and started working at the farm a few years ago. Randy and Bill just wanted another opportunity to provide something to people when they came out to the farm, a way to incorporate our fresh produce that we use and we grow. So that was a really good way to do that. And it kind of started small, homemade sides, which we still do today,
Yeah.
and a few sandwich options. And now it's grown to a full menu of panini press sandwiches. We have weekly specials. We still do our homemade sides, and our homemade chicken salad is fantastic. It's to die for. So it's really grown, and it's become super popular, which is great to see. And it's great to provide something for people when they come out to the farm and shop. They get hungry, they want to eat some lunch. Well, why not try
Right
something
here. Yeah.
right here? You'll get the tomatoes on there that we've grown, the lettuce that we've grown. You get to try the produce and test it out for yourself. And usually people end up buying it and taking it home with them.
Good. One of my favorite things about the cafe and the market is it's all just like dining room tables that are, it's not, a restaurant style table. It's just a bunch of big old dining room tables. And so you sit down with people. You may not know them. You may not have ever talked to them before, but you just sit down and, share a meal with people. What is something that a visitor to Gallrein Farms might not expect to see while they're at the farm, but, is part of your all's farm feature?
Yeah, that's a great question, Mason. So I think a lot of people are surprised to see that we have solar panels at the farm. We were a part of a program, REAP, REAP, which was a Rural Energy for America program. And we applied for that, and we ended up winning the grant, which is great. We had to provide the money up front, which was very costly.
Yeah,
Solar panels are not cheap, but they have really, really helped cut down on our energy bills and our energy consumption. It's really interesting to see it on a scale and on a chart, what it takes to run Gallrein Farms on an electricity side of the house, and how much the solar panels have benefited us just in such a short amount of time that we've had them, and the energy saving and the cost savings that we'll have over the 30-year lifespan of the solar panels is just pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's that's an interesting thing to see on a farm. A lot of people may not associate farms with like cutting edge technology.
Exactly.
And so it's always interesting to kind of see that combination of the rural farms and the, high tech things. So now obviously wintertime farm is kind of dormant. When are you breaking into Christmas trees, having a Christmas tree farm?
Oh my gosh. That's always $1 million question. Are you guys going to stay open for, for Christmas, or is October 31st really the last day you're open? We have not decided to do that yet.
Okay.
I don't know if we ever will. It's kind of nice to get that little bit of a break at the end of the season, especially after we have weeks and weeks of the fall festival and the chaos. It's pretty nice to have a break, but it is something that people tend to ask about pretty frequently. So maybe in the future, there could be an opportunity.
Tease it here.
Yeah.
So there you go. Changing or switching topics just a little bit. You all have the Gallrein Farms Pavilion where you can do events and things like that. What type of events, will you host at Gallrein's, and what type of groups have you had, and how do people get more information about that?
Absolutely. So we have an event space. We call it the party barn, if you will.
Okay. A
lot of corporate events or company picnics will utilize the space. We've had huge companies, small companies. We also have a tent. So if, you only have 50 people, 80 people, not as many as you can fit in the pavilion, you can utilize our tent. So we have a lot of different options for companies to come out and enjoy the farm and get their employees out there for some fall fun on the farm with their families and show their appreciation. So the event space is a large building. It has private bathrooms, and a kitchen for catering. We have caterers that we bring in. We help you set all that up. It can seat up to 300 people at a time, but the event space holds a lot more than that.
Yeah.
We've had some, again, really large companies come out and rent out the farm before, so that's definitely an option. We just really want people to come out, experience something different, and, show their appreciation for their employees, which is a really, really great way to, give back. And people love to come out to the farm and experience something new.
Well, and one of the things that I think of when I think of Gallrein Farms and the agritourism things to do here is it's a good way to get kind of reconnected to.
Absolutely.
This is an agricultural community.
Yes.
And we've not lost sight of that, but it's a good way to get reconnected to that. And so it sounds like it's a family affair with the farm. And so very family friendly type thing. Pumpkin picking. I see tons of photos of that. And so
That's
I know
always popular.
we're planning an event or a meeting there for next fall. So I need to pick your brain about, how can we involve some sort of pumpkin picking type thing with that?
Yeah, absolutely. And if anyone wants to get a hold of me and talk about the event space, you can email me at pavilion, PAVILON, at gallreinfarms.com.
Gotcha. Anything else before we wrap up?
Yeah, we would love to have you out to the farm. It's such a great way to get outside, enjoy time with friends and family, enjoy nature, see the beautiful land, and see the crops, see the pumpkins. It's educational and fun all at the same time. A lot of people don't get to experience that, especially if they live in the city. So It's a great way to keep the community together. And we love seeing people come back year after year. We'll see kids when they're in strollers, and they'll come back all the way up until they graduate high school. And then they're bringing their families back one day. It's really special, and we love the community that we live in, and we can continue to give back as much as we can and enjoy seeing everybody.
Yeah. I remember there was a photo somewhere of me, as a little kid in whatever preppy little outfit my mother put me in, but I'm in like the hay or in the haystacks or something like that at Gallrein's from the Fall Festival. So I remember going there as a kid, and so it's it's fun to see that many people get to enjoy it
Absolutely.
as well.
You should make that the thumbnail photo for this podcast.
If we can track it down, we'll see what we can do. But we might give that one to y'all to use for like advertising or something like that. It may not bring the first person in, but it's a cute little picture nonetheless, from what I remember of it. So anyway, well, thank you so much for being here. And
thank you for having me.
We're glad Gallrein's is part of the community. And hopefully if someone wasn't already familiar, they can plan a trip out for the Fall Festival.
We'd love to have you. Thank you so much, Mason.
Yeah, of course. Kentucky Hidden Wonders is a Shelby KY Tourism production. Your hosts are Jeanette Marson and Mason Warren. To learn more about Shelby KY Tourism and to start planning a visit, head to visitshelbyky.com.